Hi there, sign of Aries. This is Kim here to do a reading. It's going to be a next 48 hour. You take it as it resonates for you. I'm pulling from an oracle deck first, the Moon Oracle. I think that this deck gets so deep that we're just going to pull one from it. So asking your spirit guides, your angels to give us messages for a sign of Aries. All right. I was like, if that one stays up, I'll get it, but okay, what do we have? Sacrifice. I mean, see, it's always something major. It is always something major with this deck. So this is the deck. I'm going to look in the book for it, the Moon Oracle, Caroline Smith and John Astrup. 18, the Mansion 18, Sacrifice, Scorpio. A sacrifice or an emotional extreme here. So, okay, the compassion or the passion of Pluto and the compassion of Neptune exhibit supreme quality of selfless action. This mansion donates intense and extreme devotion to a subject in your care. The naked state of the woman in the image symbolizes honesty and the loss of everything. It says if you've drawn this card, then you're prepared to lose everything for the sake of a cause or particular person. And it says integrity is paramount to you regarding this issue. You will not be persuaded to change your mind. Wow. Sacrifice or an emotional extreme. Jeez. So these are not little messages with this deck. So this is the Dreams of Gaia that we're going to pull from next. And maybe it can tell us why do we have the Sacrifice card? And I mean, it's more so just telling you that the emotions are very high, not necessarily that there is definitely going to be some kind of sacrifice, but you know what I mean? And look, integrity. It said you will not drop your integrity when it comes to something. And so you would have two naked ladies here. But because of the rules on YouTube, well, this one has to be covered up. That one, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. But feeling really exposed. Prepared to lose it. I'm like okay with that. Yeah, I've been there. I mean, I've been there before. So I understand that. Okay, what else do we have? We have emotion and intellect. It's the Page of Cups. Okay, where is somebody's integrity? Is that what it is? Is that what's... like unashamed? Unashamed. I like this energy, really. This is like self-acceptance to the, like 100% self-acceptance. I love it. Page of Cups is like a hopeful new beginning. And I feel like it's about reading your own emotions and then using your intellect to kind of figure it out, right? So there's something that's very promising with the Page of Cups energy. And it's about connecting emotion with intellect. Feels like a big decision that you have here. I don't know what about, but it feels like a big decision. I'm surprised that no like decision cards have come out. So emotion, intellect, and then I have the King of Earth here, which, you know, goes hand in hand with that Taurus energy of being a master over your finances and maybe a CEO of a business. It can be something like that. You could feel very committed when you have this card, like the person that's committed to making sure that everybody else is okay too. That's interesting. That's interesting. That ruby or that gemstone in the middle, like, what is that? And then there's a four-wheeler in the background. Okay, yeah, well, we're going to keep going. So, integrity, rebirth, giving up everything for this. I feel like you're switching commitments. More practice is needed, too. More practice is needed to hit some kind of goal. You have the rebirth card, or it's the Ten of Swords, but in this deck it's very much so about a rebirth. What are you preparing to walk away from is what it's saying. What are you preparing to end and walk away from? Because this could have represented a commitment from long ago that you're coming out of, or that you're changing up. That's what I'm thinking. What are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to... Well, it doesn't look like much if you're willing to walk away from a hurtful. It's something that was really, really hurtful, right? I don't know. That's how I'm seeing it. Me another card, please, for Aries. It's about your perception. It's about your perception. Oh, I like this card. This card has an eerie feel to it. Now, there is a completion too, because we're going by, if you go by the numbers, there's the world energy here. What is it about our perception that is changing? How integrity is wrapped up and packaged for you? Is that it? How you look at it in that sense? What you're perceiving? Is it how you're perceiving it? Or is there something that you're looking through? Okay, I don't know. Your perception. All right, let's get another one here. Ooh. I am noticing the mask up here. This is feeling like there's a way that you're being perceived that is not necessarily you. But you don't know much about this. The Five of Swords, feeling kind of conflicted. Feeling conflicted. It's the energy of conflict, but this is definitely like an internal thing with your own perception. Have faith is on the bottom of the deck, a beautiful card. Have faith on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to look into tarot, and this is tarot too, but we're going to look in the regular one just to clarify. Conflict. Conflict maybe over what is being viewed as having integrity, what is not, or what needs more practice. What needs more practice? Oh, you have the 4. You're on the right path. You may feel like you're not on the right path, but you are on the right path here. 4 Pentacles. If it's a relationship, somebody's being greedy with a relationship, but if it's not, then it has to be about kind of keeping to yourself and focusing on building the foundation while you're ascending. Okay, I don't mind seeing this 5 of Pentacles in this reading because it's ascending. We're just starting out the reading as far as clarifying. So this is building, and then it is actually ascending. There's something that was painful, or that is painful to let go of, that ultimately is helping you ascend in finances or will. What are you sacrificing? And are you prepared to walk away from something completely? This is coming across as like a big decision, this perception, because it has something to do with a new chapter. And then you're being asked to have faith. I don't know, Aries. I like your reading. What are you conflicted over? Give us more energy on that. Possibly about what you're committed or invested in. Yes. You're having conflict on the choices, the investments that you're making, where the energy is going. At this time, you're like questioning it and maybe even going over some careful considerations for the future and saying, you know, I think I want it to be like this or like that. And there's not too much control. There is a letting go after you make some plans. We have like basically just Pentacles out here with the clarifying cards so far. So you might be conflicted on patience too, the amount of time. I like these angels because there's the dark side and then there's the light side, or there's the shadow and there's the light. Both need to be understood. And it's interesting with the perception. It's all about how you perceive something. Especially when judging if something is good or bad, because of that integrity card coming out. Like I said, you've got two naked women, and the owl up there is the wisdom. Tell us more about perception. 5-5, the 5 of Wands. Okay, so the 5 of Wands, arguing or pettiness. There could even be competition. That might be why you're not breaking down your walls, like your foundation. You're trying to hold it all up when there's chaos around. Ending or doing anything to get out of this 5 of Pentacle energy. That's a hardship of some sort. Pettiness. You can view this also as like if somebody's wanting to fight fire with, you know, you could say fight fire with fire, or your choice could be to fight fire with water. And just put it out. And that Page of Cups, that would be the water poured on this situation. I feel like saying, okay, let's connect and let's see where maybe everybody's acting irrational. Overly ridiculous. Irrational. Tell me about integrity. The Star. It might be something that truly like makes you even famous, that you're like, you know what, this is my view on it, and just accepting that spotlight. You could be doing that too, and it could be, you could have other people questioning your integrity, but you know what, that's them. That's not like pacifying this situation is what needs to happen, right? With the water and all the fiery stuff. So confidence in yourself is important. Tell me a little bit more about, because this is indicating good finances coming in with the King of Earth. Maybe it is something about just having faith in it. These situations, 555, that's showing up in your reading, those are inevitable. They're going to change. That's inevitable that they're going to change. They're 5s. So, and most of the time you don't stay in it very long anyways. Okay, so learning more about this temporary struggle There's, look, here's the give and the take. Here's the exchange. There's a lot of compromise that maybe has to be done, and balancing out of the scales. So somebody may even feel like they owe you or you owe them. But the main deal is to notice you're ascending. 4, 5, 6, 7, and they're all in pentacles. That is great. That is great. You have the 8 of Swords. So there is a little bit of blowing up the situation, making it a little bit worse than maybe what it actually is. Being afraid to move on might be the name of the game. It's just coming across as anxiety here, but being afraid to move on from something, or accepting, it might be hard to accept that something's not exactly how you want it. Releasing judgment to a situation. And this may be, let me get a clarifying on the Ace of Pentacles, because I don't want to say one over the other. I think it's, okay, tell me why the Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. It's an opportunity that you're ending, or that you're walking away from, because it wasn't very hopeful. We had the Tower energy here. So there's some kind of disaster. For some reason, we're afraid to walk away from it. But we should, because it's not going to help anything at this point. Phew, excuse me. The Devil, the Tower, the King of Wands. So, lots of change and transformation, but there's still temptation and addiction and vices that are unhealthy, affecting whether or not we built something or not. So, yeah, okay, so releasing and yeah, not being afraid to walk away, I guess. Yeah, the moon, that's that unknown. It's going towards the path where you only see a little bit lit up at a time, but you know that it's different and it's better than what you feel like you're trapped in or limited in. It's the energy of the moon here too, helping you out as the new moon's coming up. I think it's 16th, I think, the new moon. And there's, you have the sun, the moon, and the stars. Seriously? I think that what this is saying is everything is in alignment for you. That when you decide that you want success and you want to go towards your 9th cup, you just need to take that first step, and then the faith, like everything comes together. I know I'm one to talk, but that's what the message is. That's what's coming out as the message, is the sun, the moon, the stars. That's the happiness, the spotlight. Oh, and you kind of have an understanding for all those intuitive things too that are hidden. It's major power. Major power. I'm going to pull from the Oracle of Genetic Gifts, and we'll wrap this up with this deck. This is from Etsy. You just got to remember that you are definitely ascending. You have the 6 now. So you have 4, 5, 6, 7 in the Pentacles. The next one would be 8. So that's what I feel like you're going to work on. Yeah. And patience. And patience in yourself. Having faith in this situation. Ooh, nice. Alright, what do I have? What do I have? Spirit. Maternal side. Spirit gifts, wisdom, inheritance from the mother's line. I also have spiritual teacher, priest or priestess. Oh, master number 22. The builder, right? The architect. Masterful builder, also rich, wealthy. These two energies are like wanting to help you. You should take up that energy. The architect, master number 22, ruling planet Pluto. This could be, you could be a master number 22, your destiny, your life path, your Maybe a spiritual teacher at heart, priest or priestess, whether you know it or not. Wisdom, inheritance from the mother's line. Number 1, life path number 1, the pioneer ruling planet is the sun. So Leo energy, really strong right now, and it is still in Leo season, so good. Then I have number 3. Even these are ascending. The communicator, life path number 3, ruling planet Jupiter. Maybe that energy could help you. Claircognizance, look, there's just a deep knowing. That's what I was picking up with the moon energy here. Is that there is some kind of just deep knowing that this path that's barely lit up is something that you should really trust. Claircognizance, there's a clear knowing. It has to do with purpose. Purpose and your path. You have a clear knowing. Like, how do you know? I don't know if you know that. Ooh, I have 6. Ascension number 6. Chemical ether light quotient is 33%. Nice. Clairaudience, clear hearing. You may have ringing in the ears too with downloads of information. They don't always have to be like heard in English or a voice, you know. Chakra healer, clearing and balancing on the bottom. So, yeah. All right. And then close out. I was going to use those, but let's use fortune cookies. Trust your intuition. It's coming out again. Trust your intuition. It's time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. And then the fairy dust came out for you. Flowers. Flowers will brighten up your place and create a fairy-friendly place. Rainbows, our forest. No trees to debate. Rainbows stand with love, not hate. Then I have personal riches. Small successes are likely now, and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get-rich schemes. And then I have celebrate on the bottom of the deck. The time is right to jump out loud. Don't hesitate to jump around. And that is what I've got for you, Aries. If you want a private reading, reach out to me in the description box below is an email address and how to get that. And otherwise, hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time for your energy update. Bye-bye.